44. 44 days at 5 cents a day.
Hi, Matt.
Hello, Amy.
Hello, Matt. That's $2.20.
Oh, for goodness sake, I could have bought the book for that.
Almost.
Well, you know how it happened. I took it down to Mother's last month. You know, when Will and I went down for our anniversary. It's Will's fault, really. He was supposed to remind me not to forget it. $2.20. It wasn't even that good.
Thank you, Amy.
Bye now. Bye, Matt.
Bye, Amy.
Oh, the pressures of big business.
I was worried about you this morning.
Me?
I came by for my coffee and the shop was closed.
Oh, yes.
You sick?
No, I went to the hospital with Elliot.
Oh?
Well, I thought somebody should be with him, and I just happened to run into him.
Why are you explaining?
I don't know, Matt. I think I'll stop.
Did Michael say when he might know something?
No, I left as they wheeled Eli to the recovery room.
I should have gone there myself this morning. Eli's a friend, but I just couldn't face it, and that's the truth.
Matt.
So many of my good friends have died this year. Jonas Parker, even Seward. Seems like only yesterday they were young men, and now I've written their obituaries.
Well, you're still young, Matt.
That's a fiction, and you know it. I'm no more afraid of death than the next man, I suppose, but at my age, life seems all the sweeter.
That's not growing old. That's just growing wise.
I hope you're right.
Oh, excuse me. Constance Mackenzie. Oh, Elliot. Oh, I'm so glad. That's wonderful.
He came out of the anesthesia just a few minutes ago. I thought you'd want to know.
Oh, I did.
Connie, I want to thank you, too, for this morning.
I'm glad I was there.
So am I. Thank you.
Is Daddy comfortable here?
Yes?
It's so cold.
He's in an adjoining ward now. It's clean here, it's comfortable. He's under the care of a good staff.
Well, that's what counts, I suppose.
Yes. Hello, George?
Well, Mr. Anderson, let's sit down. There you are.
Well, George, Betty's here. Hello?
How are you, Daddy?
Fine.
I'm sorry I didn't come sooner.
George, you are glad to see her, aren't you? She came home just to see you.
I'll visit you often, Daddy. You'll be well soon, I know that. Would you like me to bring you anything? Cigarettes or candy? Candy? All right.
All right.
All right, Mr. Anderson, we'd better go get some rest now. Let's stand up.
Daddy, I'll come soon again. I'll come every chance I get.
Come on, Mr. Anderson.
Dr. Rossi.
Well, it's hard, Betty. You did well.
I don't even think he recognized me.
Well, I'm sure he did. He doesn't want to recognize anyone, but gradually he will.
Well, how? What are they doing for him?
Right now, he's receiving electroshock treatment. I'm sure he'll respond to that when he does, and he comes out of his depression. He'll go into psychotherapy. Then he'll be able to understand what caused all this.
Dr. Rossi, can we get out of here, please?
Of course.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why do you think this happened?
Oh, I don't know. A lot of reasons, probably. Father's business failure. Separation from your mother. Betty, this wasn't your fault.
I know. It'd be easy to blame myself. I'm so used to being the bad girl. Well, I'm not going to fall into that trap again. Do you mind some fresh air?
No, not at all.
Daddy loved me and I ran away. Maybe I am supposed to feel guilty, but the fact that someone loves you doesn't make you responsible for them. I guess that sounds hard, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't really.
I loved Rod desperately. So I tried to make him feel responsible for me. But that isn't loving, that's clutching. And you can't clutch at somebody else. You end up tripping and falling like Daddy did.
It looks like your trip to New York wasn't a waste of time, was it?
You know how my trip to New York ended? In an apartment house hallway with a stranger and $50 in my hand. Well, the $50 was train fare. It was all a misunderstanding. Except that it wasn't a misunderstanding. I knew it wasn't any date for the junior prom, and I didn't run from it. I went.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. I guess it doesn't even matter because I'm through punishing myself. I'm through asking for love where there isn't any to give. And I'm through expecting other people to make my life for me. If I didn't learn that much, then there wasn't any point in coming home.
Betty, I think you'll find there are places where there is love to give. Here, right here in Peyton Place.
Can two people love without wanting to own the other person?
I think so.
Can they be happy just being what they are?
I hope so.
Can you learn to stand on your own 2 feet?
That I know.
No more questions. Thanks, Dr. Rossi, for everything. Well, you've had a busy day, haven't you?
Kind of. See, where shall I drop you off? At your house?
No, I don't think so. Would you drop me off at the Peyton Mill? I want to talk to Rod's father.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Like I said, Mr. Henley, I don't know a great deal about art.
But you know what you like, don't you?
Yes, I guess so.
You made his decisions just as my father made many of mine.
You're wrong, Betty. I never made decisions for my son.
Then you can make them now. I know what I want, Mr. Harrington, and I also know you're the one I have to bargain with.
You want to know if I feel the same after all these years?
Yes, I know how I feel.
I don't.